Hi guys. I've been really seeing this what's happening these days. Some people think that Indian youth is forgetting their cultures because of westernization and the entry of the Western culture into our lives. And it's really something which we have to talk about because a lot of people have different views on this. Some people are for it, some people are against it. Like, does anybody have anything to say about this?
See, I want to give a perspective that anything excessive is bad, and it is becoming worse. So the thing is, if we are going for westernization, we also need to combine our ethical values, our cultural values.
See, as far as ethical values are concerned, I just want to say कि like the upbringing of Indian youth in the past years, the children never used to speak in front of their parents. They just used to agree with the things their parents used to say. But nowadays, they argue with them. They are not just listening to their parents what they're saying or what they want to say. I think parents say for the betterment of their children. They are not the they are the friends of children and not the enemies of them, right?
The most important aspect of this westernization is the language. We are, as teenagers, most of us are very ashamed of talking in Hindi. It may seem uncool or, it may cause embarrassment. So that's not thing. Hindi is our mother tongue and we should respect it, and there is no shame in talking in Hindi.
Moving on to the next point, guardianship. The guardianship is something that we people tend to become independent with the time. We are admired by the trends which are running in the foreign countries. So it is like after 16 or 19, people and teenagers tend to become independent. So it is like if we are observing that, we need to observe what the government and other things are constituting to it.
Adding to this, independence is not bad. Independence is good. In today's world, if a person is trying to be independent at the age of 19 or 20, it is good, but he or she should also consider that he is not living in a Western country. He is still living in India, and he should admire that the things which used to be there, like the parents' suggestion or the things that parents want to say or something like that, they should also consider that they are not living in Western country, that they can totally leave their parents and go on.
See, today everyone is so fascinated with the Western culture that all of us, even all of us sitting here, want to go out and work in abroad, don't we? And just to state a fact, every year 2 lakhs of doctors graduate every year in India, and not even half of them stay here to practice. That's the position of this country.
This is the problem, no, that we are discussing, that the people in India are moving toward Western things. If people who are educated in India works in India and makes India more efficient, then don't you think India will get the things which Western countries has?
See, the migration is not happening due to the Western culture or something. It is happening because of the facilities and occupation and what they have invested in their studies. They are not yielding that. So we cannot say that they are going because they are totally observing the Western culture or they are fascinated by their livelihood. They are going because they need to survive. They have to earn what they have invested. So,
But don't you think then they don't have any right to speak about India? That India is not clean, Indian government is corrupt, India is a corrupt country. If they are not here, they are not doing their bit. So why they are saying us?
they are saying this because they have suffered. No one likes to leave their home and to migrate for places. If they have done so, they have suffered with emotionally or potentially. They are living far off from their parents and they are going there because of it is more like they need to. They don't want to, they need to. So it is this, yes, they have a right to criticize because yes, they are one who have suffered this and they need to go out.
Do you think if the Indians are criticizing India only, that is okay?
Everyone can criticize anyone, so it is not that Indians are criticizing or foreigners are criticizing it. But yes, if we are criticizing, we also need to have some solutions.
When we see little kids now, what the first thing their parents ask us to do is namaste karo. See, we have been learning the Indian culture from the very beginning, from being in the diapers, when small children come and join their hands like namaste. It's been taught by our parents the values, the Indian norms, to respect elders, to share things, to love everyone. That's Indian values taught by parents from the very beginning. So even though we are influenced by the Western culture, the Indian values and norms are still within our veins. We have been learning them from the very beginning, from our very roots.
One more thing I would like to add to that. Fine. Yes, parents have been teaching us, our foreign and Indian values, but all of us can say, all of us can recite A, B, C, D from A to Z, but how many of us can recite the whole K, Kh, G?
See, now we talked about how we are influenced from the Western culture. Let's not forget that people from foreign countries come to India to learn things like yoga, like the International Yoga Day. The foreigners had come to India for meditation and for yoga, and to adapt our culture, to understand our culture. So like they have taken the best from our culture, why can't we take the best from their culture?